Hey everyone, welcome back. If you're an empathic mom fresh out of a deeply painful, high conflict relationship, you probably feel like your ex is still taking up space in your head. This actually creates an invisible energetic cord that keeps you bound to them. And it's very toxic for your energy. It can keep you stuck if you let it. And I hear this complaint, this challenge from moms all the time. You want to tune in and see if you can feel it. Because in today's video, I'm going to show you how you can cut those cords for good. And Maura McMahon, Empathic Empowerment Guide, and Narc-Proof Mom. Let's dive into it.
We are the mothers. We are the mothers. We are the healing we seek. We are the healing we seek. Peace.
So you've got the papers, the separation or divorce is official, and you're clear, you are done. But the thoughts keep looping around and around in your head. You probably expected to feel closure and resolution, but that's not what you're feeling. It's more like this overwhelming mix of relief, grief, confusion, and numbness. A lot of other feelings are going to come up too. This invisible cord is an emotional tether that continues on long after the legal work is done. Everything that you've been through spins around and around in your head. You're trying to figure out how you got sucked in and why you didn't see the mental and emotional abuse sooner. The truth is that for us emotionally sensitive empaths, our deeply caring nature can mean that we're easy to exploit. We really believe that people are as good and kind as we are. And unfortunately, that's not always true, especially when it comes to the empath narcissist dynamic, which is far more common than most people realize. I actually wrote an entire article about it for Sensitive Living magazine. If you're interested in reading it, I'll just leave a link to it in the box below. So, to help you cut these energetic cords, you really need these three keys. First, you want to learn how to recognize the most common narcissistic moves because knowledge is power. The first thing you want to do is learn to spot the gaslighting, one of the most common tactics narcissists use every single day. This is where they try to tell you something didn't happen or that they didn't say something that they actually said or actually happened. They deny the reality and create their own story about it. The story is not true, but they claim it is. The more you try to call them out, the more they refuse it. It's really clear, repetitive pattern. And when you see it, you can opt out or you just learn to not engage with it. You learn to recognize it for what it is. Another thing they love to do is called triangulation. This is where they'll use your kids, your family, your friends, whoever they have access to, and they'll pull them into a situation that should be between you and them. They'll try to use other people as their messengers, and you'll end up feeling stuck in the middle and forced into seemingly impossible situations. This actually happens a lot in co parenting. So here's a real life example. Your narc ex is going to tell your child something like, I want to take you on a vacation to Disneyland, but your mom won't let me. The reality of the situation is that dad didn't want custody of the child, and mom is the one who's providing a safe and stable home. Dad's not allowed to take the kids overnight because he has a history of drinking too much and neglecting the kids. Moms are going to feel stuck in the middle, especially when your child comes to you and says, why won't you let dad take me to Disneyland? Why are you so mean? Dad is right about you. You don't care about me. So not only is this like heart crushing for us as moms, it's also creating parental alienation, which is a really scary place for a mom to be in, especially when you're afraid this is going to influence your custody arrangement. But remember, this is just a tactic they're using to manipulate you to get what they want. It's just like a spoiled little kid would do to get their way. They have these little temper tantrums. Another really common tactic is the silent treatment, or they're going to weaponize their absence or their lack of conversation. So here's an example. You're going to send them a text or an email asking for permission for your child to go on an upcoming field trip, a trip that's happening on their custody schedule. And your child can't go if they don't get the slip signed. So you need your ex's permission. You have this element of timing and of pressure. Your ex is going to purposely not respond because it gives them the sense of power and control. When you try to make them understand because you're feeling pressured, they're going to mock you or ignore you. And if you're not aware of what this is, it can make you feel really frustrated and really angry. As you learn to spot these behaviors yourself and you can learn to identify these patterns, you'll be able to stop reacting to them and to start understanding exactly what's happening so that you'll know to pull your energy back when these things happen. The second big key is to shift away from feeling like a victim and into being a leader. So victims don't have any control and you feel powerless. You tend to react to what comes up instead of learning to take action. When you're in this energy of being a leader, you're going to be more proactive. You don't have all the answers, but that's okay because in this leadership energy, you have vision, you believe in yourself, and you know that you're going to learn on your journey, on your way. So, here are a few ideas to help you shift into more of this leadership energy and out of this feeling like a victim energy. So, you can start by trying to create some new boundaries, whether it's around your time or your energy, or maybe something else, whatever resonates with you and feels right for you. So, maybe you decide to set a new house rule to stop texting after 7:30 in the evening, which has a really beautiful effect of helping to create a calm, peaceful environment for yourself and your kids so you can all wind down after a busy day. Another thing you can do is you can start scripting out your day. You can journal right before bed or first thing in the morning and write out what you'd like to have happen during the day ahead. A lot of people use this method to manifest some pretty amazing things because the way it works is you start to work with creative possibility. And as you're thinking about positive what ifs, you can help to manifest and create those in your physical lived experience. It's a really fun exercise. Another thing that you can start to do is notice your internal thoughts and reframe them. So when you're thinking something like, how did I get stuck in this situation? What is wrong with me? Like, this is part of it. We've all been there, right? You can just recognize it, reframe it, and think the opposite. You can put some emotional space in there. And you can say to yourself something like, okay, I feel stuck and I know that everything is happening for me and not to me. There is a way forward. I just don't see it yet. Thirdly, you can learn how to guard your energy because energy is everything. Our thoughts, our feelings, our experiences all influence our energy. Try thinking about your narcissistic ex as its own energetic entity. That way, you can start to feel into it because as an empath, this is one of your superpowers. You can feel into that negativity coming at you. You can start to recognize it because in your body, in your intuition, you already know. You just need to learn how to stop and notice it to have a new level of awareness. And then you can think about how you want to engage with it. You can listen, you can pause, you can take a deep breath before you do anything else. Creating that little tiny space for yourself can change so much. It can help you refocus and get back into your calm, peaceful center that is absolutely there for you. You can also learn how to shield your own energetic field by visualizing yourself in a protective bubble of white light. Setting this intention is so powerful. You can decide to not allow other people's energy to affect you, keeping your own energetic space free and clear. because it's not your job to fix anything. Your job is to reclaim yourself and your life. Because in doing so, you're modeling for your kids how to do the same thing. Kids learn best through the example that we set for them. They're just like little sponges. And remember to keep all communications with your toxic ex in a container for your own protection. You can use a communication app, you can send a text or an email, but just avoid any emotional exchanges. That emotion is exactly what causes you to get sucked into their loop of trauma and drama, and you just don't need that. Nobody does, right? So let's recap. Your three keys to cutting energetic cords to your toxic, narcissistic ex are: one, spotting the toxic tactics; two, shifting from a victim into a leader; and three, guarding your energy. When you master these, that invisible connection starts to dissolve away forever. Good riddance, right? We don't need it. We don't want it. If you're an empathic mom and feel like you need some support in moving through this, I'd love to connect with you, whether it's to have a chat so that you know you're not alone, or you're ready for a solution that'll help you reclaim your identity and heal for good. I am always happy to talk. It can be a really lonely journey, but you don't have to do it alone. It's why I'm creating this community of healing support for every mom out there who is dealing with this. Because when I was going through it, there was nothing. There was no information, there was no support, and there was no community. If you'd like to learn more about what I'm doing, feel free to visit my website at wearethemothers.com, or you can take a quiz. Was my marriage narcissistic? Stuff I wish I knew when I was in a narcissistic marriage. You can download some free healing guides. You can read my blog where I share a ton of information. You can book a free connection call, or you can even apply for my course, the Narc-Proof Mom Method, which is a soul-centered framework I've designed to help empathic moms break the cycle of narcissistic abuse for themselves and their kids, especially after divorcing a narcissist. I'll leave a link to that in the description box below. So feel free to comment, share your experience with other moms going through it, because we are all better together. And until next time, take care out there.